this video is, you can probably skip past if you've already got everything all set up and you're happy to go. This is probably still in the preparing stage of my framework that I've trying to have made. But you'll see here, say you've imported your two files. You've got one that's the grids for something, for a part of your project. Then you've got like your master file. So if you look at this thing, it's the car park one again. It's a good example. It's from a current car client of mine, I guess. They've got this is their main project. This is where they're working. They've been setting up around here and measuring out car parks and stuff. But then they've imported another file from the architect or from an engineer, and for whatever reason, they've come separate like this. Can happen. Sometimes the survey control can be not on the same coordinate system, I guess is a technical term for it, but just not on the same. They're not overlapping each other perfectly. So what you can do here, you see that these are the grids, and you see that bit there. Basically, you want these two to line up. So how do you do that? So what you do is you go to Home, you go to Sketching app. This is where you do all of your data, data processing, drawing more points in, creating new data. So now you're going to go here, go Data Merger. So here, select the file to be transformed. So I want to transform, I've already done it here, but I want to transform this one, because this is my master file. This one I don't want to touch. This is what I've been working on. This is set, this is perfect. This one is not perfect. I want to spin it and move it across. So click here. This is like a wizard. So a little yellow button, go next. So define the source points. Choose 2 points on the file for the transformation. Transformation means shift, rotate, move it across and drop it on place. Technical terms, starting with the base point. All right, so now I'm going to pick 2 points on this file that are the same 2 points that are on the other master file. So I'm going to pick the intersection. I'll do this one up here first. The intersection of grid A4 and I think it's 4 and A. Yeah, 4 and A. I'm going to zoom in. Like, all right, so it's these grey lines. Oh no, there's no intersection point. That's fine. So you've got this button down the right here. So I'm going to click that, select the 2 lines to create an intersection, is basically what it's saying. So this is a grid line, and this is the grid line. So now I select those 2 points. Now I've got a point there. I can click that, select this point. So remember, when you click on a point and this pops up, it's because there's multiple lines or elements or points on top of each other. So it's just saying, which one do you want to pick? I was like, I want number 15. Cool, so you got your first point. Now my other source point. You want to pick 2 that are like opposite ends of the file, so that it's just a more accurate way of doing it. You don't want to pick, what I mean is you don't want to be picking 2 points next to each other, because it's just not a long enough baseline, I guess. You want to make sure that it's out like this. So you go, this is another one. My phone's going. I'll call you back in 1 minute. So you got D here, there's another section, and this one here. Is that correct? Make sure that's a grid line. Yeah, so I've got D and 1. So I've picked those 2 lines. So now it's saying, okay, now you've got all the other points, but I want to use this one here. It's not the same as I did last time, but that's all right. So move down, click, that's 18 is what I want. So now I've got 2 points that I've selected, basically like a baseline. So I'm going to grab those those 2 intersections, go to the other master file, and then spin it around and then drop it on. That's basically what this thing's doing. So now I've got my baseline. Okay, I'm happy with that. Click the yellow to go next. Now select the 2 points that are the exact same on my master file for these 2 points to be moved and spun around and dropped on. So we can zoom in here. If you ever want to check out these, you just click on it. You'll see you've got the scale factor, angle that you want to rotate it at, the east, how much you want to move it east or west, and you've got north as well. What's this one? Height. I'm not using heights for this one, I don't believe. So I've got the 2 points there. So I've just selected those 2 points, and that's what it's going to drop the first point onto this one here. and the second one, it's going to drop it onto the second and then spin it around and then drop it on place. So I picked the 2. It's saying it looks like it's right because the scale factor is 1, which it should never be scaling. It should, the architects or the engineers or whoever, the surveyor should have always drawn the same scale from the master and just drawn off that, and then should always just place on top of each other. Probably not making any sense. Sorry, but basically it should always be 1. If it's a change, it could still be right, but you're probably best giving someone a call just to check what's going on. So you got first and second. So now I'm happy with that. Click tick. Now you can save it. I would definitely call it something else. I believe on the tablet you can't just select anywhere. No, you can. Cool. And then I'll call it rotated or transformed. I've already got one to call that. I've got rotated. Was it not doing it? Let me do it. Rotated. Maybe I've got too many. Yeah, I've got too many. Cool. Rotated 1. Now tick. Okay. Okay, I'm happy with that. And you'll see that it's shifted and moved and dropped on top of that. Wait a second for this to load. Alright, so you'll see that they've dropped on top of each other. If you go to layers, you can turn it on and off. So now my second drawing is on the same datum as as my master file, which is great. So what you can do here is, say I undo here, you'll actually see that it's got all this other performer and stuff have come through, maybe because it's just gone from CAD to PDF, and they've just given you the PDF as a DXF, which is annoying. So what you can do is you can go use this limit box. Probably the first time you've seen this. You can bring it in, get rid of all the other junk. Click tick, and now our workspace is cleaned up and we're ready to go. If you hold down on this, zoom extends, perfect, ready to go. Hopefully that helps for data merging. Also wanted to add, just before I finish the video, that if you need to combine 2 drawings together and you don't want to use this data merger because it's a bit, how you going, which is fair enough. You either ask your architect, or if you've got CAD experience, I was going to make my own video, but I think this is a far, like, I can't beat this guy. Basically, have a look up at Site NG. He's got some ripper videos. Really love his videos, and he really detailed explanation of how to transform or merge your 2 files together. So yeah, watch this video. Have a YouTube of this guy. I searched this to find him again. Transform 2 CAD files surveying, because that's what you're doing. And then yeah, have a look at this guy's video. See you guys.